Say the pledge, Justine.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everybody. It's December 23rd. Go ahead and get into the board minute, the December 16th.
I make a motion, we accept the board minutes from December 16th, 2025.
I'll second it.
Public comment, Justine?
Justine Richmond, there's a couple paragraphs that I disagree with. I don't think they're completely accurate. But please have an opportunity to rewatch the video and provide comments to Miranda.
So what paragraphs are there?
The public comment paragraph. Which is. The first paragraph in public comment. As well as lease agreements with motor vehicle divisions, driver services. The paragraph titled lease agreement with motor vehicle divisions, driver services, as well as the paragraph after closed session.
Get in there. So, first paragraph,
Yes.
and what sentence down?
Is there any way we could get page numbers on this as well? Page numbers?
Okay, it's,
So page 3.
can you come a little closer so I can hear you a little better? Sorry, I do have a hearing loss, so it's kind of hard to, what line is? that?
Okay, it states about. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines down. Let me get to the beginning of that. She clarified that she was not asking for personal details, but pointed out that some commissioners' absences are recorded without any explanation. Particularly noting that male commissioners' minutes do not list excuses.
Well, I think
I
you
ne-
kind of said that.
I
You
never
said I was
said-
the only one that,
I didn't say male versus female.
no, you didn't.
No, I did not, so that is inaccurate.
Yeah, well, that could be changed, you're right. But you did say me,
I did say yours were all
Yeah.
explained and none of theirs were explained,
so I can see.
but it's not about gender.
Right,
I didn't say
absolutely.
anything about gender.
Absolutely, you're correct. Is that okay with you guys? Change that, shall we?
That'll be changed.
Okay.
Thanks, Miranda. Next,
Next one is Justine asked that the two commissioners present, consider the absences excused. I didn't ask if you would do that. I wasn't asking for anything of the commissioners. I asked if they do, the ones that are present, if they in fact are the ones that consider and discuss the excused absences.
So you think that statement should read what?
Whether instead of that. Justine asked whether the two commissioners present consider the absences excused. As written, it looks like I'm asking the two commissioners present to do that. I didn't ask for anything. Does that make sense? How that distinction is made? Okay, I think
Yeah.
Blanche
I
understands.
thought you did ask that if, like, if one of the commissioners out, you were asking if the other two commissioners excuse that commissioner or not.
Yes, I did. Yes, that's a better way to put it. It's not, the way it's worded, it looks as though I'm asking the two commissioners that are present when somebody is absent. I was asking about the process, not for future determination. Does that make sense?
Okay, so usually, like if when someone was absent, it's declared right away. And
Yes, I agree.
if there's, you're wanting a reason.
I was asking last week, if you recall, what the reason, like, what determines an excused absence?
And they call and say that nothing will be here. They have matters that they have to attend to. And why wouldn't that be excused?
Well, I asked those questions last week. I don't know if you want to get into it again today, we can if you would like, but
I think we wrapped it up last week. So we can re-clarify that sentence if you want.
is that it?
no, there's the lease agreement with Montana Motor Vehicle Division's driver services. So the issue with that one is that Commissioner Adler and the county attorney left the room right away. That's not represented until the end. And it does make it look like I was argumentative, which I was not. I barely spoke during that section, but I did come back in after the closed session to clarify and correct information that Mr. Bradshaw provided. Those two paragraphs need rewritten. And if I'm,
So making a comment on that, if I may, you're saying you weren't argumentative. That's your opinion. Maybe we felt you were.
I'm just saying I barely spoke during that time and Commissioner Adler and Mr. Bradshaw left the room immediately to discuss and came back in. And I didn't say anything after they came back
So
in.
what do you want? You want that stricken?
I'd like a chance to rewrite the paragraph to reflect accurately what the
You
video
rewrite it?
shows. Yes, to provide comment.
I don't know if that's really kosher for you to rewrite the minutes on your personal opinion on.
No,
what it
I
said.
will not provide my personal opinion. I'll provide what's fact, which I don't believe is fact. I don't believe it's accurately reflected in those two paragraphs.
So I guess stating she doesn't believe last week's minutes are accurate would be something we put in this week's minutes.
Okay, and then I'll rewrite the paragraphs and that'll be in next week's minutes.
Okay,
Much appreciated.
thanks. And on that note, all in favor?
I, with the changes.
All right, we'll go into correspondence. The first one's grading Agricultural Conference, Missoula, January 29th to 30th. If anybody's interested. You know that Danny Iverson from Potomac? He's pretty good guy. They've had that ranch over there for years and years, and I know him. They used to log and that, but yeah, they're a lot into that conservice and all that over there, you know, that, so.
Yeah.
Try to figure out what they were gonna start taking some of the grazing away, and I'm sure that's what everybody's fighting. Next one from Derek Campbell, and it's on the airport beacon grant documents, and it says, hi Miranda, I was trying to locate the grant documents pertaining to the beacon grant, as well as information on the loan from Mineral County. Would you have access to those? Thank you.
Commissioner
Yes,
Adler, can you speak up, please? It's hard to hear.
Did you?
So on that, loan thing, wasn't that information that if we didn't need it, that Mineral County would use it or something?
Yeah.
Or something? And is that in a special thing? Or was that just brought to our attention? Or was
Brought to
that
our
in writing?
attention that if we wanted something, we could use it, but then they needed it, so they took it.
So
They're not took it, they're using it.
was it something that we had to give permission for? That we weren't gonna use it? I don't remember.
I think I know what he's looking for.
Okay, come on, will you please?
Jack Foster. I've talked to Derek and I think what he's looking for is, you know, we gave him the grant letter. I think that's what you have in your hand. He's looking for like the application prior to the grant, and then they gave the grant letter, but isn't there a grant package that they give after that that has all the stipulations and everything? That's, he's looking for any documentation before and after that letter.
So what you're wanting is for the expansion,
For the
for the beacon?
the beacon grant, is that what he asked in his letter today?
What does that have to do with the loan from Mineral County?
I don't know.
I don't think
Yeah.
that, the loan, I understand that the loan from Mineral County has to do with the grant for, expanding the airport. That if we didn't, if that money wasn't used, Mineral County could use it.
And that's what his letter says?
Well, he's talking about a grant, he's more on the grant on the beacon, well, that's in there, because you found that too.
Nope, I only have the letter.
But let-
And I, you know, so any previous any application previous to the letter, the acceptance letter from January 24, or the package after that, like there's gotta be documentation after that. They just don't give the letter and say you're approved. So that's what he's looking for, any documentation regarding to the beacon grant before and after that January 24th letter. I think that's what he's looking for. I'm looking for that.
We'll have to look into it, because the grant for the beacon, we should have that, but we never got a grant for that other money, it was just if we wanted to take it, it's held there. And then, but if the other airports needed it at that time, they could use it, and then we could get it back if we decided to do some expansion.
Is that what his letter's asking for though? I don't
It's hard.
So he's asking for two things is what he's asking for?
know. What does it say in the letter?
I don't understand what it
Yeah,
is.
it's both things. It's
Okay.
the beacon and the
I
mineral.
I don't know about the loan. I know about the beacon information and, you know, the
Well,
application and then, you know, any
What
acceptance.
loan are you talking
we
about?
didn't take a loan.
I'm not talking about a loan. I'm just talking about the beacon grant. He's asking for the beacon grant, Paul.
Beacon
Information on it.
grant and information on the loan from Mineral County.
On the beacon grant, where's the application and any documentation after that letter? That's
You're looking for the application for the beacon.
yeah,
Yeah, and it is in the clerk and recorder's office.
but it's not online.
It is in the clerk and recorder's office.
Okay. Okay,
Go in there and ask them for the
Sure.
application for the beacon grant.
and then there's documentation after that letter as that the MDOT gave us as well. That's what he's looking for as well.
On what? The loan? We
No, just
we
the,
have
no, the
nothing to do
beacon,
with
the
any kind
beacon.
of loan.
The beacon.
the Beacon grant. Is there like, after that letter, don't they send us like a packet that has stipulations and everything?
That should be in there
Oh,
also.
okay, that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, and I think we told you this before, that all you have to do is go ask.
Yeah, I haven't been back in there since I got that letter from them, so if they have it, I'll get in there and ask them for it.
Yeah, they do definitely have it,
Okay,
because I have Linda, the planner, looking at it
On
right
the-
now.
on the loan,
We didn't take a loan.
whatever he's asking
So
for,
what-
I'm not involved with that piece yet.
This was something, and this was just kind of something that if we didn't need it, Mineral County could use it. That's all it was. And I don't remember if it was, if we had to tell them that Mineral County can use it or not. I honestly don't remember that.
We'd have to ask Donovan about that, cause it was through them. So,
It was. Okay. Well, the loan, like, you're saying the loan was
Yeah.
through the airport board?
well, they talked about it, Matt, that's who brought it to our attention.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what,
That was back, I think, before Donovan tell you, I think that was when, Ernie was here.
that's a piece that Derek's asking for. I don't know about that yet.
We'll have to try to look at.
Yeah, comment.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning. Elena Gagliano for the record. Again, it's kind of hard following it over the phone, but I remember seeing the letter, I think that you're talking about the beacon and something else about Mineral County. I don't have it in front of me, but I believe it was addressed to Miranda. And since she's the administrator for you, and she's kind of taking care of documents and finding them, I think it would be up to her to locate the information and send it to whoever mailed this to her, the information or clarification of what he's looking for. On that note, I have to say that the old website for the airport board just goes up to 2024. So where is all the other information prior to that? That's another question I have.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Managed finding it out. Everything should be filed with the clerk and recorder's office. If not, it would be filed if it's, things are here, but if you need copies of stuff, you would go to the clerk and recorder's office to get those copies. It's not up to our administrator to go and search for those copies for the public. The copies are on file in the clerk and recorder's office.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and move that in correspondence.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and move into public comment.
Jack Foster again. So I have a couple questions for you guys. As far as the language for the vote on January 7th at 7 PM. What is that language gonna be? Because no one I've talked to understands what exactly the vote is gonna be on. Is it going to, like I interpret it, we are voting commissioners are voting on whether to have the airport daytime use only and have the beacon available for daytime and nighttime emergencies. Is that what we're voting on? What you guys are voting on, sorry.
My opinion is that the January 7th meeting is going to inform you what our decision is, and then there will be public comment. I don't think there's anything in there that says we're gonna make it a daytime airport. I don't think that was in the. So you're talking about whether the beacon should be on continually, or whether the beacon should be able to use a beacon when we have an airplane coming in at night, right? You don't want an airplane coming in at night, so you just want a daytime beacon yourself personally.
So the two answers to that, having a daytime airport, I thought that's what the majority of the people in the meeting last week on the 16th. I thought that's what the majority of the people were asking for.
Well, I don't think the majority of the people were asking for just a daytime airport. They just didn't want the beacon on.
Okay, yeah, I interpreted it that everyone at that meeting, the majority of people wanted a daytime airport with the beacon for emergency use. As far as having that beacon run when a plane is coming in, I didn't think the PCL was an option. I believe that Donovan Jones reached out to one person from the FAA and got an email from that one person. And that one person says, yes, you can't do that. You can't radio control the beacon. We've talked in the past about PPR, which is prior permission required. And it seems like the airport board at least is just throwing that option away. You know, if someone wants to fly in at night and they want to file a flight plan and they want to pay a fee to land at night and have someone physically go down and turn the beacon on because it can't be radio controlled, you know, that I think most people would be fine with that because as stated by the board manager, there's only 2 or 3 night flights that are ever going to come in here at night. But I didn't think any of those, I thought we were voting on a daytime, again, you guys were voting on a daytime airport only with the possibility of running the beacon for emergencies at night because of the lack of flights that come in here at night.
So that was one of the things mentioned, but that isn't, that's what we're doing right now, if I may, is we're looking at the application for the beacon. And we were told it was gonna be based from the airport board, and we realized that flyer that you got was totally something that isn't happening.
Which flyer,
The
Blanche?
flyer that the airport board gave out
Like that 10-year.
for the expansion and the 10-year plan.
The one that was laying there, that everybody got a copy of.
Sure,
They
the
ran out to 2032 or
like
whatever.
the KLJ engineering plan,
Yeah,
that it wasn't gonna happen or it was just.
It's not gonna happen. Not as long as I'm
Okay,
here.
well, I mean, that's a different question. We're still doing research on that and, you know,
Okay,
as far
so
as-
what, if I may,
sure.
and I guess I should say this, that we are not getting the right answers either from the airport board. So we are doing the research, and that's why the meeting is gonna happen on the 7th. We hopefully will have that research done where we'll have a decision to make and then be open for public comment.
A decision you're not gonna, it sounded like a statement prior, you were gonna make a decision and then explain to the public on the 7th what that decision was.
So
You're gonna be open for public comment and then make a decision
I think there's
after.
gonna be 2 options. There's gonna be, you know, whether us or put it to the public to vote on it.
So I here is what,
That's,
that meeting should be where we're making a decision.
Okay,
that's what it's
Yeah.
about.
And it's not about getting public comment again. We will make our decision
at the meeting.
at the meeting, make a motion on it, and then public comment.
oh, okay,
And
Okay.
that's why we're doing the research to find out exactly where we're at and what we can do. Because we don't have the answers from the airport board.
that's how I determined it.
Yeah.
However, so you guys don't know what the decision is gonna be based on. Is it gonna be based on?
We haven't got all the facts yet, yeah, we can't.
Okay.
We don't want.
So here's the thing, could it be based on, this is just an example, could it be based on, okay, according to the application, there's nothing in there that says we have to give that money back and we can use it
Mhm.
for, emergency landing at night only.
Sure, there is, I didn't see anything like that in the letter, that's why I'm looking for the application as well.
See, we're all guessing and trying to figure out what's what and that's.
Why? I mean, you know, don't you guys install the airport board? President, and then any applications that come in for people who wanna get on the airport board, don't you guys review them? And
Yes,
isn't it the final stamp, and then these people aren't being responsive back to you? and giving you all the correct information? Is that how I'm
We
understanding
don't
it?
know what the discussion is on the expansion thing. That's the one thing, Matt. I don't know if there's a discussion going on. They're an advisory board. They're supposed to bring back what they want.
Exactly,
Us
exactly.
would like us if we would do.
So,
And on that beacon, he came in and said, hey, our beacon's broke. I can get a grant. We said, okay.
okay,
We didn't really, we just went by because ours was tipped over and we knew we had to have one. And now we're finding out, well, do we really have to have one for a day, night, or 24 hours?
there's, I'll just throw this out there, we don't need to discuss it, but there's other documentation where the county commissioners prior to this January 2024 knew about an application for this, for the federal dollars for this KLJ plan, as well as Blaine commented in the minutes that there was a gentleman, Jim Manley from the ranch at Rock Creek, inquired to Blaine and said, or to the county commission and said, where do we stand on this, the federal dollars to improve the airport? And Blaine said, well, the application's in, and this is in the minutes, the application's in, and the feds are slow.
So
is
what
the
date
comment
was
in the
that?
minute.
What date was?
I can get it. I have all, there's all kinds of documentation.
Because it didn't, my understanding is it came back. And the main reason we went after this grant to see if we could improve the runway. And then they did all the expansion stuff.
KLJ
This
did
is-
everything.
This is just coming from me trying to
Sure.
figure out what was
Sure.
going on.
I mean, that's what is definitely being said now. The airport board on their meeting on Wednesday has said, this whole plan, we have, KLJ, I think someone from KLJ was on the board meeting and said, we did this whole plan for everyone, for all the things that possibly need to be done, but that doesn't mean that plan is gonna go forward in its entirety.
Absolutely.
So,
That's
Yeah.
what we keep saying. We never vote, we went ahead and did the study on it, but the stuff that was coming back wasn't gonna meet. There's just so much, the airport isn't for that kind.
Okay, so from what I understand, it came back, okay, we can't expand it because of the area. We can't do this, so it was pointless even to continue to go forward. And I don't know if the airport board is just doing this for something to do. I don't know, because at that time, the commission said we can't go forward. There's no way we can go forward with the expansion of the airport. That's what I understand. Am I correct?
so this leads into my second question, Blanche. I'm going to request, and then, there's a question, I'm gonna request that the airport board record their Zoom meetings. When we go on there, they are, some of the things we're talking about are accurate based on what the airport board is saying, but they are moving forward with this plan. You're telling me that it's like everything except for the runways knocked down. Their goal is to move forward with everything, and especially with the beacon, they're not coming up with any other solutions as far as airport operation. We asked, why are other solutions? Donovan Jones said in that meeting last Tuesday, and the whole public was saying, why aren't there other options? And I don't think he said too much about it, but then in the board meeting, it's like a hard and fast, no, this is how we're moving forward. Why are those meetings not recorded? Isn't it just
Well, they're supposed to do the minutes and turn the minutes into the clerk of
the
recorder.
minutes are not accurate. They're in it, the minutes are written up by the board manager. There's no, there's not, I understand it's volunteer, there's no admin assistant. I get that. But the minutes are not accurate. And this last week, they actually went offline for a personnel issue. And from my understanding is that when they went offline, they did handle a personnel issue and a letter that was written from someone on the board to the board as a whole. But they were still talking about the beacon. They were talking about the public, and again, dismissing the public's opinion, saying, saying it's only a few people who are stirring this up, and the general consensus in the county is that we need to move forward and build the airport. This is what they were talking about. So why are those meetings not recorded? Isn't it as simple as hitting a record button on Zoom? I don't know. Maybe Miranda can speak to it.
On that thing, we'd have to confer with the county attorney whether or not the advisory board has to record their instead of.
Please do. Please do, because what you guys say as far as what you know about the plan and what they say going forward are two different things.
It still has to come through us, so yeah, then we
I know.
make the final decision.
I know.
And then now I don't see none of us looking to expand. We don't have, even with that money and that, just what it's gonna take, and they still gotta deal with the state and transfer ground.
Yep.
And force.
Yeah, there's
For ground.
a lot of things.
There's
Yeah,
not,
I totally understand what you're saying, Scott, and
that's why I kinda got throughout that, is just cause that one end's so swampy and there were there, and then this end with the state, that's why with the park there,
mhm.
it's not feasible to my,
And if it's not feasible and like, you're saying that the commissioners have said we're not moving forward with anything but maybe the runway expand or runway repair, but no expansion.
repair.
So why are there still DNRC meetings? Are they just meeting with Liz Mullins at the DNRC to, she's the one she's a project manager who coordinates leases. She would be the main contact to lease additional land for additional build out at the airport.
If we're not gonna, we just wanna really get that new last, whatever they
Sure.
do now.
So why are there still meetings? Is it just like a possibility down the road?
Maybe they got, I don't know, it hasn't been brought back to our attention of why they're still talking to them, but it'll have to go through us three.
Having some recordings of those meetings, I know they're recording the minutes, I know there's been emails from, the FAA concern with, okay, the beacon's there. If we accept federal dollars, it's gotta run at night. They got one email from one member of the FAA, I don't know where he was, but they're not going out and talking to multiple people. It's like, well, this guy said this, so that's final. And I'm concerned that that's the information you guys are getting back. Whatever they wanna give you, it seems like they've gone rogue on a lot of things and you guys don't know what they're doing. Is that a fair statement?
I'd say it was, yeah.
No.
But, recording, I don't know what you guys can, as far as talk to Blaine and see what we can do to start having them record their meetings. I know it's not difficult. They could record them and forward the recording. I don't wanna give Miranda any more work, but, they can upload them on the county's got a YouTube channel. It's fairly simple to upload. I don't wanna give you more work. But,
They gotta get it to me.
yeah, they could forward the link and then it's uploaded and what they're saying in those board meetings. Everyone can see what they're saying. I mean, you can tune on to the board meeting, I get it, but what their minutes dictate, or what their minutes are saying and what is said in those meetings are two different things.
We'll look into that and see what, Justine, go ahead.
Justin Richmond, I don't know if the camera's on for us, is it?
It's not moving, but I can. Sure.
Just a question on that conversation. How does the commission determine what they will participate in? For instance, I think there are some requirements, but I'm just asking a question. So for instance, there's a commissioner that attends the study commission meetings. There's the health meeting that is in this room and the safety meeting that's in this room before the commissioners meetings. I actually was surprised that there wasn't a commissioner on the airport board meeting earlier. I guess when was that, last week? Wednesday. How is it that? What do you guys, how do you determine what it is that you're gonna participate in as the commissioners? Because I'm hearing that there's a discrepancy between what is being said and what is being communicated to you as a commission.
Thanks.
You want me? You want me to know? Because I think we talked with the county attorney, the county commission can't be on the airport board because they're bringing it to the county commission to decide. It's an
No.
advisory board.
Sure,
It
not,
doesn't
no.
have anything to do with the commission.
not to be on the board, but to attend,
That's what,
to attend.
You want this to back in each board or each meeting, all the boards that have.
Well, I don't think that's a requirement, and I don't think that we should be members of the boards. I think they bring that to us.
Brett, no, I'm sorry.
Rebecca?
Maybe I'm not communicating effectively, but how is it that you decide what to participate in? Not to be a board member, but clearly there's a discrepancy between the information that they're talking about at these board meetings and what they're presenting to you, if I'm understanding that
Correct.
correctly.
You
So
want
how,
one of us to go to each board meeting.
what's
That's
that?
what you're saying, right?
I'm
No,
asking
no,
how
no,
that's
no.
determined. I mean, you could be in, I'm asking that question, yes, yes. If you would, I mean, it sounds like there might be a need, I'm asking if you would, I'm certainly not telling anybody what to do, but it seems like there's a problem, I'm offering a solution, but
Okay. Thank you. Look into it. Go ahead. Please.
Elena Gagliano again. At first, I didn't know how to unraise my hand, but I'm listening to this, and I believe we're still on public comment, and it's supposed to be public comment. And having been a chair for BISPRA, and when it's public comment, you make note of the questions and the comments, because apparently there's questions on both sides, whoever that gentleman is, and I heard Justine and the commissioners have questions. So make note of the questions and make sure that you have the answers at the next hearing. And that would run a lot better. Make note of the questions instead of this debate period, and nobody has answers. And you're already, I don't even know what time it is, taking up all this time. So that's for the record. Just make note of the questions and make sure you have the answers at the next hearing. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna move on, because she's even saying we're past our time, so we're gonna move on. All right, so we're into the weekly report, road bridge superintendent. Mr. Alt's on vacation, he's not here. They've been, like yesterday, they were sanding and just plowing what they had. That rain really, we got some bad potholes and pretty much just kind of hit and miss right now is all I got. You got anything on that?
Wow.
He got I see he got some culverts too, so, but now it's starting to freeze down there, this morning it was like 20 degrees, so, but again, please freeze down. Okay, all right, he won't be that, we'll move on to solid, was there any comments on the road?
could you please speak up? I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing.
Okay, so next is solid waste district weekly report. And we got a thing from Todd, and he just said Nick Kessler came by and looked and got ordered filters for this backhoe. And John gave us weekly upgrade of what he was doing every day. Comments? Okay, so we'll catch him back up. We'll go into the dam tenders report. It's we gained at 64, 28, 14, 10 lot, 16, 3, 2. What's your plan?
I'll motion to stay at 10 CFS.
I second that.
Comment? Being none, all in favor? Aye. Aye. Motion carried, man. All right, we'll come back up now.
Oh, it's a.
I was just gonna see how long
It's on it now.
You know, were they coming in on the libraries?
I don't know if Sue will come in or Linda, maybe, yeah, it's in there. I sent it to them, so,
This is for their mill deal. or-
yeah, they're,
You want this over here? What, let me see.
Alrighty. We're ahead and start on the joint resolution for Granite County Resolution 2025-17. Dillsburg Area Methodist Library District Resolution.
So I'll make a motion that we accept Granite County Resolution 2025-17. Phillipsburg Area Multi-Jurisdictional Library District. Resolution 2025-1.
I'll second.
And on that note, there's a page in there and how it will be represented to the voters.
The ballot language, is that right thing?
Public comment?
Justine Richmond, it states in here. The costs of operating the library and its services have risen over the subsequent years and currently an additional 48,500 per fiscal year is necessary for ongoing operational costs of the said library district. Are the commissioners aware of specifically what has increased? What their costs are that have increased?
Running the building, you mean? And their process of getting new stuff, is that what you're?
So.
And
I
their
understand-
payroll, the
I-
payroll's gone way up.
Payroll. I understand they should receive state funding, they receive private funding. So what is it specifically that this will be funding? Should this get approved by the voters?
The payroll,
Just payroll?
building up here.
Operational costs of the said library district.
They got
Like
funds
it's
all up right there.
states in the, whereas. That's what's on the ballot language, operational costs, they feel that they need, and more, and so they're asking for election.
Okay,
that
from what
extra
I
money.
understand, most folks are volunteers over there, aren't they?
Well, I think
I
that,
just, these are questions that.
Democrat stuff.
As a public person, I do wonder about when they ask me for more tax money. I would certainly think that these questions should be asked of the commissioners.
Did you go to their board the other night? They were having a board meeting and find out they had questions, because they're
That's
putting
my
it out
public
there.
comment, thank you.
I'm just. All in favor?
Aye.
You carried it, Pat. We're still having some problems with some trees that are just were hanging and falling in the road too. That it's not.
Can't hear you, I'm sorry.
What?
Can't hear. Oh.
So one thing, just in your comment on this resolution. The library district requested to have a ballot issue. And they have every right to do that. It's up to us to accept it. They brought it to our attention. They needed it for operational costs. It's up to us to let them have their election. It's not up to us to say, well, you can't have it. We can't deny that. So,
Go ahead.
I didn't say that, Blanche, but thank you for providing additional information. It's up to the voters now. Thank you.
The backhoes got moved out to the county shop too.
Saw that yesterday, it was sick.
Put it out for bid.
did you hear that?
Nope, didn't hear that.
I seen it sitting
Pick up.
there.
Backhoe got moved.
The what? Oh, backhoe.
I seen it.
There is noise coming.
I
from the
didn't say
hallway.
it, I'm just saying the backhoe got moved out
Okay.
to the shop like we talked last week. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just letting you know there's noise coming from behind in the
Well,
hallway
I can't
as
tell
well.
them to be quiet.
No, but that's what you're competing with, is all.
Why do, what do you want us to do? Shut
Speak up.
the-
Well, one thing here, we're not on an agenda item, so if he makes a comment that he's thought of. And he mentions it, is there something wrong with that or what?
Commissioner McClure, I did not say that. All I'm saying is I can't hear. And to please speak up.
Do you wanna
I'm not-
sit in that chair there?
I am not commenting in any way on what is being said. Because I honestly can't hear what's being said sometimes. So if there is a comment made and it's quietly made, I'm just asking for that to be stated if possible. I don't know. I mean, should I, yeah, that's it. You're inferring an or you're definitely inferring an awful lot from me asking to, raise
You didn't say-
your volume.
I'm what?
Inferring things
She
that
didn't
I
say
didn't
that.
say.
I didn't infer anything, ma'am.
Oh,
So you take it for your opinion, that's your opinion.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm not trying to argue. I just asked to
Well, you
speak
seem
up.
to be. You really certainly seem to be.
Please just speak up, Commissioner Adler. Thank you. That's all, that's all.
They moved the backhoe out to the county shop so we can put it out to bid. We have a few minutes before the next agenda item.
10 minutes.
You'll see on the claims, they bought a new chainsaw. They were using a personal one the other day.
The road crew. Well, where's that at on this?
That won't come in till next. He just got him on emergency the other day.
So it's not on these claims?
No, it'll be on the next one.
Oh, I thought you said
It's not that bad as I can know, Casey. We don't wanna lose it all. Brad went up Bear Gulch and cut one out of the way, and on the way down, there's 4 more. That wind,
So they're knocked him over?
yeah, wind did a lot of damage.
I bet.
So is Bloom gonna be here next week?
No.
No,
Mhm.
No.
No,
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Pardon me?
I didn't hear what you said.
Is Blaine going to be here next week? And they said no. Is it pertaining to an agenda item that we're speaking?
go ahead.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does, actually.
If I can't hear you, I shouldn't be able to hear you if you're not talking about an agenda item.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
you should. And we're awfully sorry that you have your hearing loss is the way it is.
Justine?
Chairperson, I've already stated that there's noise coming from the hallway. You guys are competing with that. My medical information is none of Commissioner McClure's business, and to infer as such is insulting, in my opinion.
Well, I apologize, ma'am.
Right, we're a few minutes ahead of ourselves here. We'll go into the letter of support for Montana citizens climate lobby for federal clean energy projects. Is that good? Did you hear that? Okay.
Do you have a comment on this?
Yeah. We signed it last week, we put it on, we was trying to kind of figure out what was going on, and we have comments on. permitting reform letter to Montana members of Congress template document. From Alex Moti.
Did we sign this last week?
No,
No, we
I
just
didn't think
signed,
so.
no, we
Okay.
just signed, that we
Oh.
got the letter.
I did, I sent a letter out to Dane's staff. Remember Kristen, there,
yeah,
last
yeah, Kristen.
week or whatever, I haven't heard anything back, just to say. In the letter we received from them, they said that they were talking to the staff members of the senators and representatives. I got on the website here to kind of see what they're about, make sure they're not like some activist stream group or whatnot. I did find some information. But after looking through it, I mean, I think that a letter of support wouldn't be too bad. They got a couple things in Congress right now for like, oh,
If you wanted to tell what how you got info.
I think they're kind of wanting us
Yeah.
letter pretty quick. We're only like 3 weeks behind on it,
We've
or
been-
2 weeks.
Calling and emailing and.
What they got, what they're working on in Congress right now is Fix Our Forests Acts. S1462 and HR 471, and then like a foreign pollution fee act, that's Senate Bill 1325. I kind of read through that, and we're trying to get for wildlife or wildfire protection and stuff with our federal forests, and foreign pollution act is kind of like when I read through it the other day was tariffing other countries that aren't following the pollution act, so I don't see it being too extreme in my
Okay.
mind.
Go ahead,
I
Brian.
feel too that, this is a letter of support that probably maybe all the counties need to contribute. And I think it'd be fine for Granite County to send a letter of support to our, Congress representatives.
I'd entertain a motion.
A motion to send a letter of support for CCL.
I second that.
Public comment? Being run, all in favor?
There's comment.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're
I was reading the letter, sorry. Go ahead.
Hi, it's Elena Gagliano. Takes me a little bit to star on mute and all that other stuff. What you're talking about, the letter of whatever you said, letter of support. Heard a lot of conversation about it. Is the letter online as a document? I don't recall seeing it. And Commissioner Kolaski apparently did everything, contact. So where's his information regarding the contact? Is that also online? If not, I'd appreciate if you put that information up so we can follow.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? If you're still waiting on you, we're making them. All in favor?
I,
Okay. Oops.
There's another comment.
Go ahead. You comment on the letter.
I'm sorry, it's Elena again. I don't know if I heard any response to my question if the documents will be put back up online. Will it be
Yes.
up on the website?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Meeting, same as always. Like we did snow up there today.
Yeah.
As the lake froze over.
Yeah. It looked pretty thin last week, but I drove over there, but I'm sure it's pretty hard now. Silver Lake was starting to freeze up too, so when that's starting to freeze, then starting to get some ice on Georgetown.
Were they fishing?
They were earlier, and then a couple of guys fell in over like Denton's. They're only in like 5 feet of water though, but they fell in. They've only been, that was before that last warming spell, but.
Okay. Yeah.
Very tough on cat hunting. Right?
Really tough. First week or so was pretty good. Now they're doing a lot of duck goose hunting. That river's cold. It's really come up.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Water
water.
waded across it Sunday.
Yeah.
Or stupid duck.
You don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, get it going.
Good chissy.
Trying to get my kid to go. There's a lot of ducks and geese around. They're really starting to come now.
Yeah, we got about 30 Canadians that they just kind of live there year round, but they're kind of gone for a while, but they're finally back.
They're really big when they're coming now.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of difference in the size.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen no snow geese yet, so it must not be totally froze over in Canada.
They flew Thanksgiving. There must have been 10,000 that flew over my house on Thanksgiving Day or the day before Thanksgiving.
I see some swans around, so I figure it must be freezing up pretty good.
Yeah, I would think like freeze out and all that's probably froze. It's gotta be right now.
It got a little snow down in town, like kind of going around, there's a buddy of mine called, and he said that they got like a leak down there.
Really?
It's weird how it's just trying.
Yeah, it's been weird weather patterns.
Yesterday morning, man, that rain, that froze.
Yeah, it was slippery coming into town yesterday morning for our basketball practice.
Rained hard down there anyway. Alrighty, well, we'll go ahead and move on with Willie Peck on this natural resource advisory. Mineral Sanders and Powell County's MOU consideration.
I'll make a comment if I may.
Yes, but what's that, written down, go ahead, Brian.
I think at this time, anything going, Mako is going to be there. There is, forest counties that belong to Mako and they have meetings and board meetings, midwinter and during convention. And anything there, they look at everything and they go to the legislature and regarding the SRS and PILT, and I think that Granite County doesn't have anything exceptional that we would need an extra person to go in and designate our need for anything done. I know they have Mineral and Sanders counties that he works for, but I don't feel myself personally that he can offer us anything that Mako can't give us.
I agree with you, it's just like on this last year, a week ago, they had that, and then the judge come out of time, come out, shut it down, so I mean, they'd be spinning. They're hearing their voices just as it is, so to give that. I mean, there's enough of us that are calling and complaining now.
Yeah, and I think the same deal. I mean, I think, like Willie Peck was saying, when he was in here, it's just getting started. I think in the future, maybe it could be a possibility, but I don't think it's for Granite County right now. It's just not, there's not enough information of where they've got these logging jobs and mining jobs and all this, or know what they're advocating for. I think maybe down the road, but I don't think we need to pay him to try to, like on the PILT and SRS, we already have people doing that, so I don't think. If later on down the road, if this turns into something, that might be something to look into joining. But
Right,
right now, I don't think so.
so I'd entertain a motion just like put it on hold and see what it does. And see what else comes out, cause like right now, with all this other going on, they're shutting them down faster and faster. We don't even have no sales.
So shouldn't we say at this time, we are not looking, instead of putting it on hold, just say at this time, we don't feel we need this.
Slightly decline.
Is that, you wanna make a motion then, Glenn?
Okay, I make a motion that we inform Mr. Peck that at this time, we are not interested in working with him. Do I have to say that? Yeah. And Mineral and Sanders counties,
And how?
maybe at a future date.
And how?
And Powell, and Powell.
I second it.
Public comment? Justine?
Justine Richmond, what services is Mr. Peck offering?
Really a voice. And going places and talking, trying to get more like timber sales and see what's going on and just like. Recognition of what's happening, it's just like I said, that one just got shut down, the judge come out, we time to shut it down. So I mean, it's not, they already got their standards and he just the voice really pushing, trying to get more logging, mining, whatever.
Just trying to get more counties consolidated together to have a bigger voice.
And we're represented by Mako. We pay our union dues to Mako, and they also are into this and they know what's going on, and their attorneys. So they have forest counties in Montana that there's a special Mako board.
All in favor?
Aye.
You carried fast. Great, Wax and them gonna be on.
Jess will, yeah, she's actually on right now. Jeremiah has a conflict, so he will not be on today, but Jess is.
He's fishing
He's fishing.
at the lake.
Okay.
Rico's making it in today, right?
He should be, yeah. Be better. He's got like 3 things.
He's got lots of things.
I emailed him yesterday, so hopefully
Oh, yeah.
he needs a little reminder.
Can we, go off for a personnel matter? There's something here on this memo from. You might have. I think, can we go off for a few minutes?
Sure.
Just on this, I wanna. Right, we're back on. We'll go ahead and into the Flint Creek project inspection plans update. They're here in front of us. I understand.
Hi there, how are you all doing?
Morning, how are you?
Good, thank you. I think you said you were ready to talk about Flint Creek, is that right?
Yeah, go ahead. You can start
Okay.
us off.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to provide a couple of updates on where we're at and what we've been working on. So, as you know, we got comments back from FERC on our inspection plan, which I think is pretty common. I don't know that I've heard of anybody not getting comments back, so our team is pretty used to responding to those. So we have drafted all of our responses. I think you should have those and see how we've adjusted. Some of their comments were just approving our team members. Some were asking for clarification or adding additional information into the plan. So we have added additional information into the plan where they requested. Some of that is on the consequence analysis, which is when you're looking at flooding downstream of the dam. So we've added additional information on that. They asked for some backup dates for the inspection and for the workshops. So we have added that as well. So our plan is to still pursue that first week that we had in May. And if any bad weather or an ability to not be able to see the dam due to ice or anything from that nature, or if we are able to do that and determine at the end of that week that we would need that additional time, we'll make that decision in May for that and have backup dates for that first week in June. And then we also have that second week scheduled in mid-June, which hadn't changed. We just added that middle date in, which will make that
Okay,
decision in May. And we accounted for if that came up. Some of the other comments they had were about our team on how we've arranged it and provided clarification. So one of the things that we did for this project was try to consolidate the number of team members we have for cost purposes. On a typical one of these, we'll have separate facilitators from individual subject matter experts for different disciplines. We tried to combine some of those to understanding kind of the cost constraint. I was one of those. I was going to serve as a facilitator and the geology expert and switch with our geotechnical expert between. We decided to make it cleaner, and I'll just serve as the facilitator, and our geotech has served as a geology and geotechnical engineer on previous ones. So we've just made that a little bit cleaner. I think FERC just had some questions on how that was going to go, and so we just wanted to make it a little bit more straightforward for them to make a decision on. So we did make that. We didn't add any team members. We just rearranged how we had different people slotted for the different roles that FERC is looking for. Are there any questions or comments or thoughts on that?
it's fine, my own, what guys have.
I don't.
Who is that that's speaking? I'm sorry.
He introduced
Jess. Jess Rudd.
Go ahead. Just that, we have another public comment for you, or us. Sorry.
Okay. There is a public comment, or I'm sorry, did I hear that correct?
I'm waiting on.
Elena Gagliano for the record. I'm calling over the telephone, and am I clear that Jess, is that you, that you're doing the discussion and the updates?
Yes, that's correct. Jess Rudd from
okay,
HDR.
thank you.
Yep.
And is this a report with updates on the website? Because when I saw the agenda and I looked, I didn't see any of the documents pertaining to this.
So the documents have been provided to Miranda. Some of the documents are FERC keeps them as confidential information because it has dam specific data within it and write-ups, and that's typically not publicly available. So that has been provided.
I'm familiar with that, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I keep getting cut off before I finish my questions or comment. I'm quite familiar with FERC and with this project and the government being involved in it. And now HDR, you're a contractor, I assume, with HDR?
Yes, we are the consultant for doing the work.
And just for the record, this HDR is affiliated with data centers and there's a lot happening with data centers, and there's still no conversation with the commissioners in checking that further with Northwestern, and I guess Jeremy is not there either to discuss it. So I just want that for the record. There's a lot of information regarding this, and we already have problems with FERC and the dam and hydroelectric and electricity being generated there. And we're going to be getting more problems with this association. Thank you.
Okay, any other comments? Well, I appreciate it and thank you and hope you have a good Christmas.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Just a couple, I guess, of general updates as well. We're going to start our analysis. We've started a little bit, but we will get going after the new year to get prepared for the inspection in May. So I'll continue to give you updates. And then one thing for you all to keep in mind and know what's coming is after we get our response back from FERC for our updated inspection plan, once it's approved, they'll be coordinating a coordination call with all of us. So just so you know, that'll be coming after the new year as well.
Okay,
But that's all
thank
yeah. Thank you, and hope you all have a Merry Christmas as well.
you too. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, the sheriff coming in today?
He should be, he's got the next 3 items, so I hope so.
Are you staying home for Christmas?
Yeah, I've got family coming Christmas Eve, so busy Christmas Eve. Ugh.
Violence over.
Mhm.
You staying home?
Yeah, just our little family, no one's coming, which is fine. No.
Is basketball over till after Christmas?
Or yeah, we got a game next week Friday. We gotta go to Victor on the 2nd. Oh, everyone's got a game on that Friday. I'm like, but in MHS, they just not have a game scheduled for the long weekend for people want to go out of town and everything, but. Can't remember where Drummond goes. They go somewhere on Friday too next week.
Yeah, we talked to Adam for a while. I guess he's helping, huh?
The what?
Adam helping a little bit.
No, not this year. Too busy, out of town, out of state. Aren't they down in Wyoming or?
I think they're about done. I thought they were coming back and he was looking, they laid off quite a few people. They're ready for work. But there are only millions of feet here.
Yeah,
You go up back
they're
there.
hauling all the way to your lodge too, aren't they?
Livingston.
Oh, that is Yard Limits in RY there.
Yeah.
Well, last time, where'd we go? Well, I think it was when I went to Park City for a football game or whatever. I got a lot of wood in there again.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Good for us, you know. I'm, it starts on Friday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got the stuff moved over. I got moved that line machine in. I was gonna do it today, but see what time we get out.
You got help for the line, you got choker setters?
That one kid, there's another one, yeah, I'll find there. Gordy Paskey was asking about some stuff too. Old guys.
Yeah.
He did a lot of sawing out here, Gordy, do you know him?
I know of them,
Jess and Keith
Jess,
and
yeah.
Chrissy's dad.
yeah. I think I've met
Good,
her,
good guy.
yeah. All I know him from is like the karate stuff that he did all the time. Whatever it was,
Yeah. Taekwondo.
taekwondo, that's
I know, I called it something.
yeah, you gotta make sure you call it correct. He yelled at.
It was a pretty good Christmas party, huh?
Huh?
Was a good Christmas party.
Yeah.
First time I missed it in all my
Good
years.
food.
Yeah, it was good.
Because my kid called me, she was all freaking out, wondering where I was. Kids,
There was Grinch Punch that had sparkles in it.
really?
Yeah.
Did you drink it?
I did.
Did you save me some?
I don't think so. I think it was pretty much empty by the time the luncheon was over. So I'm gonna make some,
Spiking it, so everyone
No,
has a good
what-
afternoon.
I'm gonna make some Grinch Punch for Christmas Eve for my family.
Oh,
You didn't
cute.
bring no cookies this year.
I didn't, did I? Haven't baked it
Usually you
yet.
always do.
I know, shame on me. Haven't even baked yet.
I haven't either, Blanche. I need to,
Actually, I've got sugar cookie dough in the fridge.
okay.
Well, that's it. Vacation until, we're recessed until after the first of the year now, because Blanche didn't bring us cookies.
Yeah.
Next week.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't have some more for it until after the first of the year.
No comment.
Who's number one in basketball, Bo?
Our conference price, Sealy's the one that
They're pretty. Always tough.
always. They're probably the team to beat for our conference.
Over east, tough again.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Is Two Eagle pretty good? I see.
Two Eagles, yes, they're in 14C now this year, but they're the ones that beat out of there. They returned everyone. They're,
I watched, they had them on there, or showing them on
Yeah.
the news.
yeah, they're gonna be pretty tough this year.
It was cool.
Yeah, cause I was St. Regis coach. I'm like, oh, you guys are probably picked to win it again on your conference. And I was like, no, Two Eagle, they're tough. They brought everyone back.
Is Valley Christian still seed?
Yeah. And Lincoln will be kind of tough too. They got 3 of the kids back from last year.
No, wow.
They're always tough and big dudes, or not. They're one extreme or the next up there. They had a pretty good football team too. They made like the second round or.
Yeah, they got pretty good. Yeah, I seen their advertising. I think it was Brent or Stacy selling it.
They might have made it to the semis. I can't remember.
See, they're starting to build on that, little where that Elena had that. Or had that burger joint. Is she building a place there? Is that what? There's,
I think it's gonna be office buildings
Thank you.
It's like
And,
storefront,
and then
Apartments.
on top.
yeah, storefront apartments and then her
She's still gonna be able to bring the trailer in or.
Yep,
Yeah.
there'll be a spot for her trailer to be covered and
Where's that at?
across from Granite Sportland,
Oh,
where all that's getting
oh, yeah.
poured and built, yeah.
Good food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They get a
it's
couple
really
of-
good.
She does I know when they first started breaking ground there, I was like, oh, we're just gonna build a restaurant here, but then I heard. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Temple. Subway. Just kidding.
Quite that risk.
Yeah.
Like that.
I was gonna take blame at that, he's in Hawaii, so I better just leave.
Yeah. I knew the game was
I
over.
got water bubbling.
I know the game was over when they were like first down goal from the 6. The Grizz ran 3 yards, and the next 2 times they decided to pass it into the end zone. I'm like, oh, this game's over. I don't know what they're thinking here. And they kind of made a comeback, and then got ugly in second half of the third quarter.
Yeah, they go for it.
Which maybe they'll get a new coach finally.
You come on in, Sheriff, we can get going, we're waiting for you, so.
Oh, they wait for me?
Yeah, well.
We're early.
I just
We're
said
early.
I almost
We're early
texted you.
today.
We're ahead of schedule.
Oh, good.
So
We're
you're
dead
good.
a little bit, but come on in, let's get going.
All right, which one we on? We're on the boiler?
Well, let's see which one's up.
Yeah, the first one's on the boiler and ventilation.
So, yeah, I think we talked about it already.
Nate.
Oh, yeah, Sheriff Barkell, Van County.
Okay, go ahead.
So, talked about the boiler last time, got the contract, I got a better breakdown with Dawn. I'm not seeing, Dawn got a better breakdown of what's going on with it. And it's itemized, making sure that we're paying the right amount of money to get fixed. And everything checks out pretty well, so. He mentioned that the courthouse is going under, maybe going under contract for maintenance for your guys' boiler. Maybe with this company, if they do,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
yeah, and if they do, it'll be 15% cheaper.
Yeah, we still got to fulfill our one, yeah, with the others.
Gotcha. So you can see the pictures in there, kind of what the chimney looked like and kind of what, all the work that they have done. For the first build this time. So. But
Damn, it's cold, wasn't it?
it was, it wasn't, so yeah, it was closed up pretty good.
Finding that, dude.
No rats or anything. I don't think, I didn't dig too much in that garbage can.
Cause what is that chimney just need to be cleaned on a regular basis or?
Well, once they line it, once we move forward with the repair,
Yeah.
if it's lined, it should be needs to be maintained, but yeah, it'll clean a lot of these. You won't get all that debris and the stuff going into the chimney
I think-
itself, it'll be lined out, so.
Little price will be going up, won't be settling in there and building up, but
Yeah.
at least it will have a flow, clean flow.
Well, it's not like it's, yeah, it should be, you should hardly ever have to clean it, and that's it too, and I'll bring it up another time, it's, maybe getting that maintenance contract on that, so it is maintaining,
Yeah,
because we have the HVACs there now, and then if they do work on the boiler, they can just do maintenance on it twice a week. Make sure we don't end up with these big, huge, fat boiler bills, maintaining it all.
I agree with that, get something from them and, look it over and see what.
Sure.
Need to have them clean and if not, do a maintenance thing with comfort.
So far, I think they've been good. I mean, we just started out, the HVACs there, they're really, really nice as well, and they got those installed there, so.
I walked through it the other day, it was pretty good.
They had heat,
Yeah.
so they blow heat too. Nice.
We good.
And they're, okay.
Come on up, Don, at least. Hey, just giving us an update on the vent, and clean and give it to the flow through, that'll be better.
Yeah, they did some great work and got an itemized breakdown that
Yeah.
he gave to you.
Yeah, and I talked to Ranch, who's the man, he kind of runs the place, and he said, as long as the courthouse is under contract, maintenance contract, it'll count for the jail as well.
Oh, good.
So, we don't, as of right now, we can just do it under the one contract, if you guys decide to do that, and then we can work something out later.
Yeah, that'll get that discount off.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause we gotta look into that other one yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just trying to say.
Yeah, no, we'll just do our thing.
That's
Contracts with them, especially
Move ahead. It's from the jail.
comments on that? Okay. Alrighty, well, we can go ahead and we'll get something rolled up where they can give us a proposal for a year or whatever, so we can at least have them know that we're gonna be there taking care of Queen.
Right. And he said he'd write something, yes, for the jail and then.
Right
Or
after the first year and bring it in.
Okay.
Is that good if you guys bring it in after the first year and we'll start off? Yep. Okay. Alrighty, so we'll go into the notice of intent for Montana mitigation assistance grants, Montana Wrestling Fund, generator for jail. Jackie, would you come up?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so, Jackie Bolster. There is a Montana Resilience Fund that came about. And I was speaking with the sheriff about the generator over there. And on this grant, you can apply for a new generator. So this is for an intent, and this is like the government or the county has to approve or say that they can do 25% of the cost of the generator. And you can also do in kind to match the $8,800 is what it would be. Sheriff got a quote from TWE.
Yes, TW, that's for, company we use around that.
Yeah.
For generator.
And it's 33,787, so 25% of that would be 8,446. This is due on January 6th. It's just an intent that you guys or the county would be able to pay that if we got the grant.
So what would in kind be?
So it would be like me writing the grant, my hours of keeping track of it, things like that. And I text because I know in the past, like the DES in kind was like $30 for volunteer time. And I'm not being able to find that, and I text our district field officer, but I haven't heard back from her. So I just need to, so Rico and I talked about it, if we're not gonna go any further with any of it, if we don't have an agreement from the commissioners that they would pay that 84 if we receive the grant.
And this would upgrade that one, if just give it.
Yes, so,
Yeah, it'd be a home.
and it can go towards, it's actually a natural hazard, so if we had like something going on, we would be using the sheriff's office in a hazard mitigation situation or like an EOC over there.
Is it bigger now, or would it be that bigger one? So-
No, it's gonna be the same size, correct?
Yeah, it'd be around the same size, it's just upgraded, that one there is what, close to 10 years old, I think.
Yeah. And then because of the switch and the electrical over there, we have to stay in the same size. And otherwise we'd have to do like here and
That's
revamp.
what I was coming
Yeah.
to that. Okay,
It'd be $40,000 just to update that.
just to study it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's the engineer, and then it'd be, that's what it'd have to be, if it's.
Right, so, I'm just like, so this is a notice of intent is due on January 7th. Application submissions are due by March 6th. And,
I think that's a good deal, I'd entertain a motion today, so we can get it.
okay,
Where would the funds come from? Do we use
County building.
county buildings on that?
Yeah, and I think there are funds in county building
I
for
think,
that. Yeah, there's, it's padded really good.
well, especially
For emergencies, yeah.
update it, and something happens,
Yeah.
emergency, at least we have a good system that.
well, and I mean, it's important, cause
Right.
like, the IC to stay on 24 hours over there, like no matter what. I mean, we lost power a few times this year. The 911 system's down.
Not good.
then we have another plan in place, obviously, if that happens, but, and plus you got inmates in there too, like people living in there.
I'd entertain a motion then on it, that they come out of the county building to upgrade the generator systems.
So Jackie, is this a notice of intent that you send in?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
that's what we need to make a motion on?
yes.
Okay.
So did you guys get, if you want to look at the notice,
Yeah, hold on.
they have this one?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And so we just have to put in the unique identifier, blah, blah, blah. So, and, that's it. And we are FEMA approved, so we don't have to worry about that.
Do we have to send the 8,700 in or whatever?
No,
Now we just gotta
no,
show
if
that
this
we-
is just that-
Right,
Yeah, this notice is just that we talked to you guys and and if we receive the grant, you will cover that 25%. And it could be even,
Being 33, yeah, it's 82.
Yeah, 84 something. but you know, if I do in kind. Or even like if Val does any kind of work on this or any of your dispatch, we can use all those hours as. You can't use elected officials' hours, cannot go towards an in-kind match. But any employee or volunteer can, you can submit that. And then there's a little form that you keep track of everybody's hours, so it kind of bumps that in-kind down.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so I make a motion, we accept the Montana Mitigation Assistant Grant. And that the 25%, can be matched. We can match that on county building.
I'll second it.
Public comment?
Justin Richmond, what happens to the old one? Would you be able to sell that and get money from that and essentially pay for the 25%? Just curious, not.
That'd be something I'd have to ask the vendor or the company. That's a good question, like what are they gonna do, with, you know, the Ford generator.
Really, yeah, it's really, there's still value.
So I'm sure, yeah, maybe they'll buy that, I don't know, I can ask the guy. Good question.
Anything else? We not all in favor?
Aye.
Carries that. Okay. Alrighty, so. Next is on the corners and new corners wage.
So, well, first, you know, reading up on, you know, the swearing in new corners, I gotta run through the commissioners, make sure you have the blessing to swear in 2 additional corners. So as of right now, they're down to 2, just myself as the county coroner himself, and the deputy coroner is, Chris Robinson. Just 2. Usually we operate around 3 to 4 corners. That being said, the impact they had on the budget would be, you know, getting certified as a coroner, sworn in as a deputy coroner, additional wages for, which you guys probably know that. So first, I need permission to swear in 2 new coroners as deputy coroners.
And there is a corner budget, so.
There is, so, and not really, you know, kind of getting thrown in the middle of the year there. Like, for now, we need to like probably look ahead at things and say, hey, you know, if we plan on making another corner this year, maybe we need to probably budget it in our wages. So, but I went through our budget and I found that we do have like a $12,000 budget for corners. And it's used usually for autopsies. And, if something like really bad was to happen, then we needed to further investigations, paying people out of that. Or if, it would be like, if there was an inquest. So some kind of inquest, you gotta pay the, you know, the jurors.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So right now, do your deputy coroners, when they do make a call, do they put in a claim?
So no, it's just a flat rate. So when a deputy coroner gets, as soon as he's sworn in as deputy coroner, it's whatever percentage the rates go up. It's a flat rate, you
Okay.
pay salary increases all
I
this.
was thinking that maybe they made calls and they submitted a claim.
I
for
think
those.
that was brought to our attention before.
Yeah, I'm trying to think maybe it,
Maybe a long time ago.
yeah, a long time.
Yeah, so but now it's just a salary.
Cause there would be a claim come in for your mock property.
Okay, so
So, but you might get claims, like, not every corner call, obviously, we need autopsies done. If there is an autopsy, then that's when we have to put a claim into. There's certain stipulations, like, if it's like a drug overdose or something that's, that we're not responsible for, or something else,
Yeah.
like a freak accident, yeah, the state sometimes will pay. It's usually around $600 per autopsy, that's what's running right now. But, and how often do we have them? I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, you can have like 10 in a year, you can have 0.
Yeah,
So
you never know what.
you never know. I think last year we had 2. And then the year before that, I think we're sitting around 8.
So you have 2 deputy coroners now.
Yes,
You want 2 more, so you want your, so is that all your deputies?
no, it's not all of them. No.
Okay,
There'll still be 3 without.
Yeah,
well, I'm thinking like the regular deputy that isn't a coroner is there. I'm trying to think for payroll purposes. Then it would be on your coroners and sheriff's salary that their percentage would be on.
right. Well, it's something we would budget for in the salaries in the
Okay.
next fiscal year. However, this year, I'd like to swear them in, this month. And honestly, we don't want money till the next fiscal year. But I do have money in the corner budget to cover their wages, just for,
Yeah.
lower the salary.
That'd be easy
So-
enough to do.
And it'd still leave me a little wiggle room too if something happened.
I'm in favor of it.
So, yeah, so I wouldn't have to ask for additional monies from somewhere else. It'd just come out of the corner budget. So,
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
and it's, you want to know how much?
yeah, you would, relay that message to Sarah.
I will. They already, it'd be $8,600 to cover the rest of the year for the salary. So $8,600. So, but this comes out of the corner budget.
I'd entertain a motion,
I'll motion to allow 2 deputies be sworn in or additional deputies sworn in as coroners.
I second that.
public comment.
Trustee Richmond, I just have a question about how that impacts your contracts with, or your agreements rather, with the town of Phillipsburg and the town of Drummond. Is that something that comes out of your operation budget, or is that partially included in those agreements with those 2 towns to cover
It's
those types of expenses?
It's covered under an agreement with the 2 towns. It is, they don't have to pay any additional cost, anything like that. We're obligated to cover all the corner calls in the county, no matter if it's city or, it's kind of like where they pay a certain percentages for law enforcement, covering their towns. So corner is separate, so.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's not
Yeah,
necessarily the potential that their costs could go
No.
up necessarily.
Nope,
Okay.
nope, would not ask money from the cities.
any other comments? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And of course, the corners are on call 24/7. And when there's 2 of us, it's kind of tough. Tough to cover county. Again, you can go months and then you can have a month. So, and it's it's the money it's spent as well. It's a job nobody really wants.
May I make
It's
a
the same.
comment on the contract with the towns? It actually is a contract between Granite County and the town of Phillipsburg and the town of Drummond. And that money comes in via contract and then it is used as revenue in the sheriff's budget. So it's not anything that's split out or designated. It's just the general anticipated revenue for the sheriff's budget.
Thank you.
And we were sitting at 4 and. Yeah, but, right.
How's everything else going?
Going pretty well. It's full over there. Actually, a little bit of room now, so it's going all right. Get ready for the holidays.
Got any comments? None?
No?
And Don's been great helping me out with this building stuff. It's something that.
Thanks.
No, I think he's making the right moves. Y'all are approving a lot of the stuff that the county does need. And actually, you gotta say, excellent questions.
They work.
Yeah, I love the participation.
But, yeah, and then once we get, building up to speed where it needs to be, we'll probably stop bugging you guys so much about building stuff.
Uh-huh.
He's on the right track.
Right.
He's doing good.
So,
Well, thanks, appreciate what you're doing, appreciate the dispatcher, it was busy with that wind, huh?
oh yeah, and I see it now, the generator pickup with it.
Mhm. That's the whole thing right there.
Yeah, we didn't get as good as the other part of the state, so, yeah.
You without power for a whole day.
Yeah, some of those people up in the northwest still have power. And something like that happening, we need the generator,
That generator.
I think any public building should have that, so, but.
Right.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Don.
Thanks, thank you, commissioners.
Have a good Christmas.
He wants to have an office, too.
So you say good Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Oh,
Oh, I signed it. No, I haven't. Oh, one I have, I signed that one.
Yeah. This is,
Yeah, that's a different one. You want money to scan it too at the same time? Sure.
On these paid applications, but they're still, I see they're still putting up the boards along the. There's still a lot of
It's
regular
fine.
stuff. to
yeah,
get done,
trim
right?
and, thank you,
Yes.
trim and whatnot.
Thanks, Chad, thanks, yeah.
Yes.
Mike's gonna be here.
Maybe. This one, I don't know. This came from Slate, not, they usually came from Brooke and, that's not the case, so.
Right.
This came from an engineer.
Did he get back to you at all last week?
No, he just came and asked about the, marble slabs that are out here, so. This is.
I see they got a couple guys working on some of the trim and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they've been-
Alex and some other guys, I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see Michael today, I saw one younger guy. They've been here working, but
This isn't the final though.
I think so. But it was, you'll notice on. Is it 22, Sarah had to make an adjustment on it, so it had it wrong. On that pay app 22,
That were 1% would.
yeah,
And said MTC is 61,000.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
yeah, Sarah had to adjust that and she caught that, that it was wrong.
And the engineer, he looked, well, he signed it, but they looked, they're all over good.
What?
The engineer, if he signed it, so they must have approved it.
Yeah, that's who sent this.
That'd be nice to know when the guy's gonna start that up. I don't know if they're still waiting on the electrician and that company.
Inspection, I think is what they were waiting on.
I think it's 90-some% ready to go.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, I think it was inspections.
Did Mike say if he's gonna come in and give us an update or can't need that?
Mhm.
What's going on?
Put them on the next week.
Well, I tried to get her to get a hold of him last week, get him on today. I'm like, I'm not signing this until we talk to him, figure out what's going on. And been here for 3.5 weeks.
Who's that?
TCS.
Yes.
I was hoping he'd be on today. There's just some weird stuff, like Miranda was saying that Slate was one that sent it to us, not
TCS. Yeah, I know that's Brooke, but
Brooke. That normally did it, that apparently not working there anymore. I guess. There's some stuff going on. That we need to be updated on,
Like what stuff are we talking about?
like who's gonna do the work, well, like where they've been for last month.
And that's,
I just wanted to like have Mike come in and talk to us, like who's, like what's the plan? We had a plan with Brian, and now we remember we had a plan to meet with him and do all this stuff, and then been a month, and we haven't really contacted them or anything, now they're not there.
Right,
We're gonna
before
do
we pay, we should pay, we're gonna have to make them be
Yeah.
here to upgrade. It's just that Blaine said something about there's a couple things that they jumped, missed up there. or
Yeah.
something about,
Yeah.
And we're gonna do the whole walkthrough with Ryan and the Otis and all that when the elevator, and then
Yeah,
it's been a month.
Yeah, I
Never heard
agree.
nothing.
and they had questions about the marble out here, so it would be nice if they could.
I think I'd table it and don't sign up until they can come in and explain.
Where I'm at.
You, what do you think, Blaine?
Okay, that's fine.
I guess I'm with you, cause Blaine emailed me some stuff and said that, you know, we need to look at this and that, so.
So we want Slate here and
Well, we need to figure, they keep saying they're waiting on somebody to look at the elevator now.
who's waiting, Slate is or?
The contractor's waiting on whoever has to inspect it, make sure it's ready to go, well, that's been long, that's what they said last
Been a
time,
month.
yeah. I could think table and they all have to be here, so we're all on the same page before we sign anything.
This final payment?
I don't think.
I don't
we
think
can
it's
find it.
final.
This is just nothing work stuff. Yeah, whether they're asking for that other part, that's kind of like it comes down to, you know, the fine.
Yeah,
I just want everything, we don't have a clue to want, you know, on the elevator or nothing. I'd table it for next week. We can walk through with them and figure out what's, you know, it's like in cracks and that, are they all fixed? You know, not cracks, just where they cut out, make sure everything's done right.
well, and the excess that we kind of put on too of like valves, window and.
That should all go, that come out of county, that shouldn't have nothing to do with
That doesn't do it this way.
No, that's all safety and that come out of county building for Bell's window.
We might have to wait for someone else to do that.
It's done.
Is it?
He did it
When do you do that?
2 weeks ago, right after I asked him.
Oh,
I was pretty worried about that, just.
I thought the bars are still up there when I was
Yeah,
over there.
he's gonna talk about putting the plywood over the top and I was gonna talk to Rico. I should ask him what I thought. But they could put that other stuff over and then they'd have to throw in a little bit of electricity off of that one thing coming in,
Right,
so
for
they
the
have a
light.
light there to entry, so. There, he was gonna look at it, but the windows in, Rico said,
No, I guess I never really paid attention to the window.
yeah, I tabled this payout before we.
Just so we know what's going on from here on out.
Comment?
Justine Richmond, so this is for 25,000 and 61,000. Is that correct? Regardless, if you cannot confirm goods and services were received, then I agree, you should not pay. Yeah,
Sometimes, Justine, we have to pay if we go by the rec, but this were Commissioner Klosky and that's asking, cause we've asked questions we haven't heard, but there is some pay things that come through Slate that we have to pay. It's already took care of, but getting down closer to the end, we're on the same page, we wanna make sure. Not trying to run and grab somebody after it's all, you know, taken out.
Pay for it again.
Alrighty, well, we'll go ahead and table that for next week, Miranda. This time, they need to be here too, not Zoom. I just didn't have them here for
In
the
person.
Okay, I'll reach out to Slate and just.
Yeah, all right with that, Lance?
Yes.
Make sure that they're
Yes.
here.
So we got room next week.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, we're kind of moving right along, so that one's gonna be tabled. We'll go ahead and jump into the. Does this have to be signed somewhere on that? Jackie brought, I didn't, I
I
read
can
it
find
over.
a signature line for you, so I don't, we might need to ask Jackie, cause I looked and I didn't see
For
where.
your letter of intent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't
see
see
it. I think
anything.
she does that. I mean, she has a.
Authority.
I'll
Yeah.
double check with her.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's no signature.
Yeah,
page
that's
or-
what I,
No, it's like
Already
right through
paid.
there. Alrighty, well, we'll go into the 2025-18 on the Granite County resolution authorizing a transfer of PIL funds to the town of Phillipsburg and the town of Drummond for necessary projects. First reading, so this is, this is the resolution we're starting on.
For the 150,000.
Yeah, coming out of Phil. Comments?
Is it gonna be red?
Huh?
Is it gonna be red?
Is it gonna be what?
Red?
No, don't you have it? Don't you have it?
I do.
Okay. I don't, it's just the first reading and Blaine set it up and everything looked good and the mayor was happy, both mayors were happy.
So in a nutshell. Yeah.
Yeah.
The towns have requested help funds for projects that they don't have the money for, and this resolution is allowing them to receive these funds from the commission through the help fund.
Thank you. Is that okay? Is that okay? Why didn't, I'm not being a smart ass.
No, it's
I
okay.
didn't look up or nothing.
I'm laughing.
At me?
No, I'm definitely just, that was funny. I'm generally confused about the first reading. It sounds like Mr. Bradshaw said it could be, the first reading of something could be waived. So it sounds like you're waiving the first reading of this resolution.
There has to be two readings.
You can't just waive it.
So the first reading is discussion.
Like the actual reading of the document.
Oh, what you're thinking is
Yeah.
why we
We're not
don't read
gonna,
it
yeah,
word for word.
we're waiving the oral reading of it.
Okay,
Oh.
that's what I was asking. Thank you.
Oh. That's why I was asking, don't you have it, but you can read it over. I mean, we can waive that right, but it's there and it's on. And I had called them both thanking her. This next one's the same one, that's the one we do every year, right?
For, yeah,
The master contract number, task order,
for sanitarian.
yeah. Nothing's changed on it being, it's yearly. Think this is another one of them that they have to get in right away, cause we kind of waited, not us, but just.
Yeah, and I can e-sign that today.
All right, so we'll go ahead and talk about the task order 26-07-4-21-119-0 between 2026 between the state of Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services and Granite County Environmental Health and Food Safety License. Holy bucks, I got that all out. Did you hear me? I ain't going over it again, I got it all. This is something that we do every year. There's two signatures on this, the contractor with Granite County and then the back. Then they send it back to the PHSD and all that, they all sign it and it goes through. This is that one, I think 31st hasn't been done or something.
Okay. So do we need a motion?
Yeah, and she, Miranda said that she can e-sign it, so at least that way
Okay.
it'll just pass through.
I make a motion that we sign the task order 26-07-4-21-119-0 for 2026 between the state of Montana and Granite County.
Second.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Uh,
And like I said, Miranda will have it e-signed.
I'm gonna let you do the motion for that mouthful of numbers there.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried, passed. Well, that's pretty much the claims we went through. They were credit cards. If you wanna look at the claims. They're in the.
I have the claim. Go ahead.
I already asked about getting copies of those next week.
I make a motion, are we gonna do claims this early? I make a motion. We accept the December county claims.
Second.
Comment?
Oh.
All in favor?
Aye.
Every pass on the claim. Some of them come in different, they don't all come in on the 15th. That's about it.
There's a comment.
Go ahead. Sorry, I agree. Go ahead.
Thank you. Elena Gagliano again for the record. When did you do the claims?
We're doing them right now.
There was only 4.
Oh, what
Yeah.
it sounded like is you're ready, you took a motion to accept the claims.
We are.
We did.
So
I
when
had
did
it.
you do the claims? I mean, you're supposed to go through each one.
We
That's
did.
normally how it's done.
Okay, may I say something?
Yeah.
Elena, there were 4 claims. We looked at them. Each of us looked at them. We had our list. And we decided to accept the December county claims that were put in front of us.
Oh, because claims is also public comment. Public information. It's our money you're spending, and these claims, actually, there should be copies of them so that we can look at them. That's for the record. Even with the claims, you're not really doing that right. Thank you.
I asked for a comment. You can ask Justine. She was sitting here and I did ask for comments.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. We did it right. There's 4 of them and some of them come in different. You wanna look at them either in the.
Clerk and recorder.
And the last one, there's no closed session because it was answered that public comment. Just about airport stuff. I'd make a motion or anything.
Our motion to adjourn.
I second.
Done for the day. Hope everybody has a good holiday.
You too. Thank you, Scott. You too.
That's all right.